It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for season 11 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're gonna be taking a look at a new theory when it comes to how the Commonwealth and the CRM storylines are gonna come together. In this one, we're gonna talk about the possibility that the CRM and Commonwealth may actually go to war after all, but it might happen in a different way than you might expect. Rick Grimes himself and Mercer from Commonwealth have a lot to do with how this storyline may come together. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we jump into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to help me get to the 5,000 subscriber mark. Share and smash the like button, and don't forget to press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right in. So, first thing I want to talk about is this new image of Pamela that was revealed from season 11. Now, I already did a video talking about the casting, so we're not going to talk about that here, but obviously this is Governor Pamela Milton, who's the leader of the Commonwealth. Now, what's very interesting, and this is something that they didn't do in the comic book, if you take a look at Pamela's jacket, you can actually see she has a pin on her jacket. Now, in the comics, Pamela obviously didn't wear any sort of pin like this, so this is unique to the TV show. Now, we don't know exactly what's on the pin, it's way too small to see, but I'm assuming it has something to do with the Commonwealth, like some sort of a slogan or even just the Commonwealth title. Now, when I saw that, I immediately thought of the Lieutenant Colonel of the Civic Republic military, also known as the CRM. If we go back to some of the moments with Elizabeth Kublek in The Walking Dead's third spin-off World Beyond, especially the moments where she was in character as the Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Kublek and not just Elizabeth Kublek, we can actually see that she wore a huge CRM pin on her jacket. She actually had two types. One, she was wearing on top of a gray jacket that she had, and she had another one that was smaller, one that was also on a coat. The reason why I bring this up is that there's definitely a lot of similarities between how Pamela Milton is portrayed and how Elizabeth Kublek is portrayed. And that leads me to my next point. Looking at the comic book as a reference, we know Pamela Milton has a right-hand commander named Mercer. One thing I want to say is Lance Hornsby is just the bookkeeper for the Commonwealth. He's not really the right-hand man, although sometimes it does get tricky because Pamela listens to Lance more than Mercer. For the sake of this video, Pamela Milton's right-hand man is Commander Officer Mercer. What if they do something along the lines of Rick having some sort of a high-ranking position at the CRM? What if he's one of the lead commanders, a role that's comparable to Mercer's role? That would make things very, very interesting. Now, we've done a lot of videos talking about what Rick's role is going to be, and even up to this point, Rick being a CRM soldier or even a high-ranking CRM military commander is one of the most popular theories. Assuming that Rick Grimes does in fact turn out to be a CRM commander, then they could do something very interesting when it comes to how they could bring the Commonwealth and CRM storylines together. Now, for that to happen, obviously, two things need to be in place. One, just like the comics, one of the survivors needs to replace Pamela Milton and become the leader of Commonwealth. The other thing that needs to happen is Mercer needs to remain as the right-hand commander for the Commonwealth military. And when all of that does happen by the end of season 11, then what you can have is, when it comes time to have these two military organizations going head to head, now it doesn't matter whether that happens in season 11 or in the movies, that's beside the point. The point is that at some point, these two organizations would be head to head. And obviously you could have it so that they start things off by trying to have a peace treaty. These two organizations try to come to some sort of an agreement. What stops that peace treaty from happening and what complicates things is Rick finding out who the Commonwealth are and who the leader is and who the survivors of that community are. If that happens, Rick is gonna have a hard time trying to keep the peace, trying to make sure that whatever treaty they sign satisfies both parties, because obviously he has a link to both parties. So he's gonna have to work hard to make sure there's something in this treaty for both parties. And obviously the CRM, being the type of community they are, they're not gonna have any of that. They either get everything that they want or they destroy the communities that they're dealing with. You know what I mean? At least that's the vibe we've been getting from the CRM. And if that happens, then there will be no choice but war. Peace would never be an option at that point, because Elizabeth would not be able to negotiate anything with the Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth and CRM have completely opposite perspectives. And if that happens, where does that leave Rick? It probably leaves Rick with trying to recruit people to rebel against the CRM, and he might even look to join forces with the Commonwealth military and the commander, Mercer, to be able to pull this off. That's pretty much everything I wanted to go through as far as this theory is concerned. I'm definitely very interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions. Do you think this theory is out there, or do you think that it's possible they might go this direction? Share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to help me get to the 5,000 subscriber mark. Share and smash the like button, and don't forget to press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.